These tariffs are unjust, unfair, and frankly, un-American.
Yukon's premier gave a breakdown of the territory's countermeasures in retaliation to increased tariffs. He says this is the first phase that includes a ban on American alcohol, as well as measures to limit ties with the states and to promote buy local instead. The measures are intended to put pressure on actors that are influential. With Trump, the premier says he's had lots of questions from Yukoners about the president's own son, Donald Trump Jr., who often comes to the Yukon for hunting and co-owns an outfitting company.
Lots of Yukoners have talked to us about it, but we're also taking into consideration, like, what are the repercussions? Are we banning one person? What are the legalities of that? You know, is that the right thing to do? What we've said all along is, look, everything's on the table. We know that this very fueled conversation is going to happen.
Pillai also spoke about targeting American pride as a means of applying pressure. He referred to hockey teams being booed by Canadians. But would he consider banning American athletes from competing in the territory, such as in the Arctic Winter Games that will be hosted in the Yukon next year?
Yeah, that's not something that we've contemplated. I don't look. There's cultural diplomacy is important. There's more to it than just hosting a games. And I don't, again, not something we would ever contemplate.
Pillai says he's open to Yukoners' suggestions on what should happen next and what phase 2 should look like.
And we have to retaliate. We have to go after them just like they're coming after us. Yeah, his son owns part of an outfitting company here.
Would Trump even care about that? Or would he, I don't know. I can't tell who he cares about because it seems like it's kind of nobody, but I feel like I don't know a ton of detail, but enough to be nervous.
It's really hard to say if the response is reasonable when the tariffs themselves were unreasonably enforced.
The uncertainty is palpable while we wait for what's next. The Yukon government says details about phase 2, if any, depend on Trump's next move. Virginie Ann, CBC News, Whitehorse.